everybody stand for the pledge, please. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Oh, I think I've heard. Oh, I printed one, but it's in the package for everybody. Okay.
Thank you, sir. All right, public comment. Charlie?
Nothing at this point.
Okay.
Thank you.
Steve Lambert.
Yes. I had a comment. I want to know if the borough would maybe put in a word. If you all remember back about a month ago, whatever it was, our chief of police went around and enforced the snow plowing ordinance that we had. And there was apparently a large number. What you may or may not know is I'm one of those people that, I didn't follow the rules, so I guess I have to go down and fess up. So I went down to the district justice and I said, what do I owe you? It was $200 or whatever it was, the fine, which kind of stopped my heart, but didn't have one of my tenants plow or take care of the sidewalk, so, you didn't follow the rule, you have to do the deal. That was all well and good until I found out that our fill-in district justice gave everybody else a $1 fine if they challenged, if they said, no, I want a hearing. I want to go to court and plead my case. I have an appointment at 10 o'clock next Wednesday to speak to the judge. I'm just going to ask him. I figure face-to-face is best. Why did everybody else pay $1? I guess I'm hoping, and just in the course of, or any of the citizens, if you get the opportunity, ask the guy, hey, what's the deal? Are there two systems? Do we have two things going here? If you call and say, okay, I want to come into court and plead my case for something pretty open and closed. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Thank you.
Steve, what day was that you had your hearing?
It was a while ago. It was right when Brian did it. I mean.
Is that 30 days?
I got the thing in the mail and.
He just pled guilty to it, and the judge set a fine of $50.
No, it was more than that.
No. So here's
Plus cost.
the confusion is the fine is $50. The ones that showed up got charged $1, so they got $49 off. The fine was still, for the others, the court fees and all the other fees, was in the $150 range. So it's just
That's just the court
$49
cost.
difference is all, Steve, from you. It's still wrong.
Okay,
it's still wrong.
Then I'd like $49 back. I was hoping to get back $1.50.
I get $1.50.
What can I tell you?
Yeah.
So I just don't think it's, and it's a bad precedent to set. We've got a thing in the borough, like it or not.
I'm gonna revisit that later.
Been on the books
Something to take up with the magistrate.
Plow your darn sidewalk.
We don't have
Show 'em
control
all.
over what they
And
do down there.
he is actually a transient
Right,
magistrate.
he's from like Home County.
Yeah.
Which,
Who is that? That's not Lentz, is it?
Judge Page.
Page, okay.
Is it the same one every time, Tony?
He's the, yeah.
Everybody else paid $150 plus $1. Huh, okay.
What was the difference, whether you got $1 or whether you got fined $50? What made the difference?
I showed up and said,
So-
here, I got this.
If they pled
ticket.
guilty, he charged them 50. If they
So
took a
when the
hearing,
judge
he found him
came-
guilty and charged him $1.
Why? It makes no sense.
That's up to him.
It's up to him.
That's up to him, not up to us.
That was his decision, or is
Yeah,
that?
That's the magistrate's
That's
decision.
the magistrate.
No,
We
it's
can't
magistrate.
challenge
That's a
the
separate,
magistrate.
we're a legislative branch, he's
Yeah.
a judicial branch.
Yeah,
We don't have any control over that.
So Wayne, his explanation to because Charlie had asked that question, everybody has the option of taking a hearing.
Yes.
And it could be $1 fine, it could be a $50 fine. And that's basically what you would say.
Could be more.
It's a sliding fine, so I don't know if the borough just to set a standard fine, and then it won't be that $1 fine, because it is a sliding fine
Yeah.
from $1 to $1,000.
And that doesn't answer the question. Steve will get the answer.
Right.
And
I just wanted to tell me that
They
my.
pled guilty.
Steve, will you get back to me on what you found? I would like to know that.
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Well, you're welcome.
Everybody has the minutes from last meeting in their packet. We had time to review those. Any motion for approval of the minutes?
Move we approve the minutes as presented.
Tim is first. Do I have a second?
I'll second it. That's John Davis.
Thank you.
You look so much like
J-O-H. Only their mother can tell.
Any discussion on the minutes? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Moved. The line item number 4 is going to be a special meeting later that we will announce and schedule for everybody to be able to attend, as it will be a public meeting for item number 4, which is the current vacancy on the council with interested parties. So with that, we'll move on to line 5, letters to the borough, the LDG on Prospect Street.
I don't think it's in your packet, and all that was explaining, they do the reevaluation of the bridge on Prospect Street. Last time it came in deficient, hasn't changed, it's still deficient. That project, we meet tomorrow with PennDOT and all the other parties involved, 10 o'clock tomorrow at the bridge to go over certain things, and that bridge isn't slated to be done till 2028.
So they came in, they said that the bridge was deficient, did nothing, came back and then inspected it again and said, hey, it's still deficient.
That's what they have to do. That's
They do it every year.
Annual.
yeah.
They come through every year.
They come back every year and look at it.
But we weren't supposed to do anything, right?
No.
No,
Nope.
that was my
But we
concern the
didn't.
first time we got the thing. I was like, whoa, I can't do it overnight.
Okay, thank you.
PennDOT's aware of it.
Very good.
And
Thank you.
that's on the federal grant
Yep.
Yeah,
list.
that's- we have no control over any of that.
I just, what threw me was you
keep
did
it
2
moving.
inspections and you know nothing's been done on it. Why you wasted everybody's
They
time?
just got a
to do second
checklist.
inspection? Okay.
So they can charge us.
Perfect.
Justify it.
There you go.
Well,
Thank you.
they didn't close it. So.
All right.
That's a plus.
Committee reports. Finance Committee for approval of the bills.
And you'll have a packet in your packet, or is the ledger that tells what bills that were paid, the cost, and then there's another thing I have if you want to see where we moved the money from. That's where the Finance Committee comes in.
Need approval for the bills.
I think that's Wayne, isn't it? Finance?
I'll make a motion.
All right. I need a second.
I'll second.
Tim. Any further discussion on the approval of the bills?
The only thing that I have to bring up, I guess, is a question for you, Rod. Did we hear anything back from the light people for the pole lights?
You mean as far as who?
Didn't we have to send in an application or something for the pole lights or some kind of a
I'm
drain or
waiting for
something?
Bill to call back, because that was Nick's question about the right-of-way on there. And it's not on here, but we can talk about it. I contacted the previous owner, because when that was done, it was owned by another business, another owner. And the borough just arbitrarily took out those curbs.
Okay, and we're talking about 2 different things.
Yes.
The light poles.
Changing them over to LEDs.
LEDs.
Oh, that is gonna be, there's a thing in there, there's community lights and there is Penelec owned lights. And it's up to, the way she told me, it's up to the community to pay for the switch over on that. And then when they come through is when we discuss how many we're gonna put up.
Gotcha. I kind of figured that's what the language.
Yeah, because when you read it, it looked like they were gonna replace them in a timely fashion.
Mm-hmm.
When you get deeper into it, it tells you it differentiated between community and company-owned lights.
Gotcha.
So it's on the community to replace them for LED when they come through.
Off of the main streets. They're responsible for the DOT highways, right?
Right.
All right.
Okay. All in favor of the bills being approved?
Aye.
Opposed? Moved. General Government Committee, Tim, looks like there wasn't a meeting held this past month.
No, and so I've requested to change my work schedule so I can meet better with Jamie Weiss, as well as, I can't remember the other feller's name from the zoning committee, to find out what to get more specifics on what directions they'd like to see to go. As I said in the last meeting, we have template legislation available from multiple municipalities that our solicitor can provide. So we will have options to make everybody happy.
Good deal. Thank you, Tim. Personnel Committee, John Robb's not here. Updates on position vacancies. Rod, do you have anything with the Personnel Committee since Rob's not here?
Yeah, the part-time police officer, Kyle picked up extra hours. That was in their thing. Kyle picked up extra hours. And right now we're working on getting the other selectee his certifications, as well as he's got to go through physical, what's that number? NM?
The MMPI, the psychological evaluation.
To go through that. So he's in the process of doing that. And then, let's see, ordinance officer we put on hold until we finalize which path we're taking as far as when we want to start and what we're going to focus on.
Yep.
You can't hire a guy if you're not going to focus on anything just
right.
yet.
Rob, I was absolutely wrong about the vacancy board. There will be council and one member of the public.
So we can go back and take care of
So you want
that.
to circle back after we finish?
Yeah, we'll
with
do
the
that
committee
at the
reports?
end. We'll do it at the end now.
Okay.
Walt?
I'm glad I looked. You still need
A member.
a member of the, yep, that's not and the mayor can't be part of the vacancy board.
No, the mayor is the deciding vote if there's a tie.
I hadn't gotten that far.
Yeah, the mayor's, I got that far. The mayor's the deciding vote. The mayor's not even here. So, and we've got a five panels, so it shouldn't be a tie.
All right, so we'll circle back to that after the rest of the committee reports. Protection in Persons and Property Committee, no meeting held. Streets and Sidewalks Committee, Wayne?
We had 2 meetings, actually. We picked up another open slot there from another committee, but we met on February 11th as well as on February 23rd. We had a few items that were still pending and are pending, but we're slowly throwing things back and forth and trying to do right by everybody. So quickly, I'll go across a couple things. The school zone update, this we're talking along Elmira Street. Is there anything that the school can do, that we can do, that we can join forces with to alleviate that traffic issue when kids and buses are coming into school and when they're leaving? Okay, we've looked at a couple different things, such as lowering the speed limit, putting up traffic lights. Or not traffic lights, but signals to let traffic know that you need to slow down. To have a study done. There was a study done a few years back, 10 years. To have a study done is pretty expensive. What about dropping the speed limit? That would be. It's not the speed that's really the issue there at those times of days. It's the jam up of traffic. It's just a lot of traffic coming into town and going out of town. It lasts for less than 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes at night. You have the same issue in other smaller towns. Just next door to Wanda if you go down there, it's a lot worse, but they have more traffic as well. But we haven't tabled it. We haven't come up with a decision. We are looking to sit down with the school board and just have a couple of us on the board and a couple of them and just discuss ways that we can, possibly help each other out when it comes to that traffic situation. So that's where we're at on that school zone. Mr. Bill, did I miss anything on that part?
No, that's good.
Good. All right. The ordinance officer, we're on hold there until we work our ordinances. We're working with the planning commission. And we're trying to get our ducks in a row. It doesn't make sense to bring in an ordinance officer when we're not quite sure which way we want to go with that ordinance officer. So that's what we're working on now. But our main concerns are we really don't know what our main concerns are right now. That's actually what we're doing is prioritizing. So I'll leave it at that rather than to get into the specifics. We also talked about the crosswalk initiative here in Troy. I'm sure if any of you have walked and tried to go across a crosswalk, you're really taking your life into your own hands, okay? Because people just don't stop. I watched it just 2 days ago, and cars just fly right on by while people are standing right there trying to cross. So the crossing blinkers on Elmira that flash, I'm not sure they work. That's one of the conversations that came up. I did talk to Mr. Ryan, he's one of the gentlemen that works maintenance up at the school. He is going to go down and take a look. He does know that there is one of the lights does not work. It's the blinker light down towards the old McClure building. Okay, so he's going to take a look at them, and he's going to make sure that see what has to happen for those blinkers to work. They are in the process, and this is why we wanted to have a committee with the school. They are in the process of trying to get LED lights in those so that they're brighter and they're not, faded out like from age. So they are working on that. They know that they have to be repaired. So, the other thing we're looking at that we looked at or trying to price out, what if we had added signs to our pedestrian crossing? Okay, currently we have one, if you're headed out of town on 14, we have it on the right side. Will it help if we put one on the left side? It's expensive to do that, to put that many signs up. I think what we're leaning towards at this point in time is we're gonna lean on the chief and his team to possibly, during high visibility time here in town, when you have a lot of pedestrians, a lot of traffic, is to enforce that crosswalk law. Why do we want to do it then? It's once people see, hey, you know what, they're serious about this, I think it's going to take care of the problem. I think a lot of it comes down to, okay, they're doing a great job. I need to stop and let these people go across just like the law states it should happen. So we're thinking if we can talk to the chief, maybe we can get him to do that during some high visibility times. So we're not here to, we're not even asking for tickets or that type of thing. We're just asking to pull over. Hey, do you know what the crosswalk law is here in Pennsylvania? Okay, nothing today, but this could cost you such and such. Everyone that's watching, they don't know you said, hey, this could cost you. All right, they're like, oh man, they just got fined, I better stop. That's our thinking. We're not here to break anybody's pocketbook, but we are here to increase safety and awareness in the borough of Troy.
Wayne, on that topic real quick.
Yes.
Have you guys gave any thought into just the purchase of some of the new lime green crosswalk signs?
Yes.
With the strips down the poles?
Yes.
They're much more reflective.
Yes,
and
they are.
The other comment that I have is it's kind of an oxymoron to put signs on the opposite side of the road when you're supposed to be looking down your lane, not the other side.
That's correct.
So
But if you can't see that big 36-inch sign right now, do you think highlighting the post and a brighter sign is going to help them out? It's ignorance.
And a lot of it is, you're right.
I'm sorry for that word, but that's,
And our discussion of having signs on both sides of the crosswalk is that you're not only looking at your side of the road for somebody in the crosswalk, they can be on the other side, and you need to stop. So with proper signage and proper enforcement, we think people will come to it very quickly. And the green signs are better. But what we have now is there's a sign on the right side going this way, and coming up there's a sign on the right side going that way, and without matched pairs. It doesn't really make it's a crosswalk from both sides. So somebody can be standing over on your left, and you need to yield. And I think once we get some enforcement warnings, we got a good public here, and they'll fall in with it. And we just need a little correction here. And
on the enforcement side, I can't enforce nothing until the person's actually in the crosswalk.
Right.
If they're still standing up on the edge on the sidewalk, waiting to cross, I can't enforce the sidewalk violation until they're actually stepping down from the crosswalk.
Yep.
So they pretty much got to get hit.
They have to enter the.
Well,
but there's parking like by the Borough Hall there, crossing to the bank. There's parking spots there, so they can step out into the crosswalk. And what he's saying is they actually have to be in the crosswalk.
They have to be in the crosswalk, not on the curb.
Right. So if they step down into that, they won't get hit. But if the traffic doesn't stop, they're not yielding to the pedestrian in the crosswalk.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. So good stuff.
Yes. We're also looking at a couple handicap parking spots here in downtown Troy. The American Disabilities Act has put out, for so many, like if you have 25 borough parking spots, you need one handicap parking spot. So we're now currently I'm currently walking the street, and I'm going to count how many Borough spots we have, and then we can go from there on how many handicap parking spots we need, and then we can figure out where we can put those that would be helpful for our people that need those parking spots. So next thing we talked about was, I think we hit on this just a little bit earlier, and that's our street light there at the corner of Reddington and Canton. And as Rod, fill me in here if I say anything wrong, but the previous owners, before it became the current owners, we contacted them, Mr. Rod did, and we pretty much took that curb out on our own, the borough did. And then, so when people cut that corner, there's nothing to keep them from hitting the light pole, which we know it's gone down a couple times. So what we're looking to do, and it's PennDOT really doesn't have anything to do with it, is that correct?
Not with the light. The only thing that Nick's question was, what's the right of way? As far as PennDOT's right of way there, because it can vary. The law says it can vary from anywhere to 25 to 80 feet, sometimes 100 feet, depending on the designation of the road. So we just want to keep them in the loop on that. Obviously, they had a study done before where it was okay to put it there, but obviously there's been enough accidents that we need to review how we're going to put it there.
Correct. We've narrowed it down to two different options, I believe, and the one option is to build that curb back up, and actually making it a driveway again, going in and out of that business there. But that would be the borough's responsibility. The new owner's not going to say, oh yeah, absolutely, I'll dish out this kind of money for that. Or two, putting a concrete pillar at the base of that pole. If you've seen what they have up at the high school parking lot, all right, they put pillars around all of them, and they do protect those poles.
Oh yeah.
My daughter hit one, and yeah, the pole was still standing. Car, not so much. So, but live and learn. So that's actually what we're leaning towards, I believe. But we are getting those in, and the price and cost to get that light back up. That light does make it much easier for traffic and people walking through there at night. So, the other topic we talked about. Here with our trees, we have electrical boxes that some need to be replaced. They're not real sightly. They need to be repaired, and we're working at trying to get some funding there, some grants to help give us better eye appeal for the people coming through town, and also to repair the light switches. It's the lights for the trees, and we plug things in, and those boxes there. So. Yes, go ahead, Mr. Rod.
The arborist came from the Conservation District this week. We walked the trees, talked about the trees. First of all, he said the Bradford pears are an invasive species, so they're not on the high list to plant. We looked at the two trees that are actually really protruding out, and the question was, what can we do to, one, stunt the growth, if we could? Two, how do we take them out in the easiest fashion without destroying all of the brick and all of the sidewalk there? So he gave us a couple of options there. The discussion came because the trees do add a lot to the town. I mean, they were put there for beautification, and it does look better there as to far as what type of trees we could put in. So he's going to research that. He's also going to research grants for us from DCNR on that. And the other thing was we can remove those trees, but it's going to take, believe it or not, it's going to take 3 weeks because we have to kill them first. And then take them out. There was a suggestion to just top the roots, cut the roots back down to the level of the sidewalk. The problem that I see with that, eventually the tree's going to probably die anyway if we do that, because they're pretty much sticking out in the area. The original plan, what was it, 20 20,000 or 2,000 is when the streetscape was?
Yeah, 2001, 2002. and
Somewhere right in there. Without reviewing to see what the initial plan was for the trees growing, I had heard different things that they were going to take them out every 7-10 years, put new ones in. Well, obviously that did not occur. And in talking with the arborist, he says no matter what tree you put in there, eventually it's going to outgrow.
Yes.
It's going to outgrow the surrounding area. He says you can find a tree that grows slow, you know, and then in 25, 30 years, like we are right now, going to have some type of maintenance done on it. There was a suggestion to putting fake trees up.
No.
Or putting in one of the things that I thought of too is just replace the trees with additional lights that we have that we can to make it look like more lighting down there. But that's something that we're going to have to look at all those options in the streets committee and look at the cost.
Very good. All right, the other topic we talked about, hopefully we're almost through this one for this year, but that would be the snow removal, our sidewalks. We've made great strides, I feel, as far as enforcing that and bringing people up to speed, educating our public. The discussion came up, there was a request made, you know, about it, instead of 12 hours from the last snowflake, moving it to 24 hours. We threw that around a little bit. But normally at the 12-hour mark, our chief will, or whoever's on duty, somebody from his team will put a door knocker on a door and then go back 24 hours later. So if I did my math right, that's 36 hours.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Very good.
I don't think we need to change that at all. The only question, and I apologize to and Mr. Bill and Rod, I didn't bring this up at the meeting. My question is the door knockers, if we put a door knocker on a door for storm number 1, and then that property owner goes through that process, storm number 3 comes along, and we have the same property owner has an infraction, we don't put a door knocker on there again. Why would we? Why? Shouldn't a citation go out immediately? It's not like they don't know. That's my question. I don't need an answer tonight, but that's something for us that we need to think about. Okay? All right? And I believe that is...
No, I think that's
all right.
good.
So that was a long meeting. That's why we have 2 of them.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of discussion in, and I think we're moving in the right direction. So thank you all.
Thank you, Wayne. Technology Committee, Tim?
As you're aware, last month we directed our manager to do some Facebook and other social media work, as well as update the website and change our email hosting to D3 so we'd have direct access to the archives and logs. I'd actually asked Rod to report on what's been happening then and with that.
Okay. So we reached out to D3 Sales, who is our thing. Dan is our contact person with that. He's in the process of working on upgrading the website. In fact, he got an email. Did you see the email? We got an email that he's ready to run it by us on there. Some of the things that I asked him, and we'll get to, we didn't really get to that, but it's in the next one, is when we have a water boil because we've had a leak. Notification. How do we get the notification out? This last time we did hands door to door and gave out the DEP forms. People suggested the code red out of the county.
No.
Well, this last time the code red out of the county, they had a platform change, so everybody that was in the previous platform was not in the second platform. So that didn't work. So we did our Facebook, we did website, and we graciously, to Mr. Powers' encouragement, utilized Wiggle to let everybody know, both at the start and at the end of it. But in talking with Dan, we can do a mass emailing from our website. So all we have to do is write one message up, send it out, but we have to require people to register to that.
Yeah, it's just like with the code red. If we don't have their cell number, we can't send them a text. But I would urge everyone, give us your email and cell number so we can do a text message and an email alert.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a process, because we have to get that word out, and then we'll have to create that. So it's moving along. Not as the pace that everybody likes. We looked at it, he asked us our color scheme and stuff like that, and certain things. I've got an idea of how I want the different boxes in there to go to the streets, go to things, so that people can get updated when if they take the time to go through it, they'll get the information they're looking for. We're just trying to make it more user friendly. And that's all I've got.
Okay.
I have nothing to add to his report.
Okay, thank you, Tim. Water and Sewer Department Committee, of course, we have a vacancy for the chair. Looks like February 20th billing, no issues. 3 water leaks repaired. Rod, do you want to go in on?
Yeah, we had 3 water leaks. Prospect and Leicester was repaired on Thursday, which put people on boil notice for Chestnut and on Prospect. So we handed out the notices like I just talked about. Now the problem was to get people off of boil notices. DEP requires us to have the 2 consecutive days of testing of the water to make sure that there's no contaminants, nothing in it to impact the drinking water. So before we could even get those 2 days on, that was on a Thursday. The lab's not open on Saturday or Sunday. Sunday we did a water leak fix at the intersection of Route 6, which is actually Canton Street and Main there, and which put us back into another 24 or 48 hours of lab testing. So Monday we did another water leak on High Street up by the high school. So our testing began actually on Tuesday, and Tuesday, Wednesday, the lab called us Wednesday night. Wednesday afternoon told us we were clear from both testings, so we got the word out there. Now on one note, what did we drop, 140 out of water usage?
Yeah.
So by fixing those 3 leaks, we went down 140,000 gallons coming out of our water, coming out of the water. So it dropped us back down from almost 500 into the 300 range.
We're at 347,000.
Yeah, so we've got a couple more water leaks we know we got to find. And we're bringing in PA Rural Water to help us locate them again. Because our goal is to get it as close to what the minimum of water. The more water we save, the less chemicals we use, the less wear and tear of the system, and on the inverse, it's the less wear and tear on the sewer system and less invasive that we have going out, and we have problems coming in. So in the past, the one water leak had been there for a long time and wasn't repaired, so we're taking a different initiative on that.
I have a question, Rod. To my mind, it appeared the Prospect and Reddington work was done in very short order, as was the High Street. I have no idea how long the work downtown at the light took. Were you satisfied with the timeline of that?
Yeah, the timeline, the issue with that is we had an initial dig, and you can see how big the hole is. It's 30 feet by almost 15 feet
Oh, you got to
wide.
dig a big trench when you got it to get exact spot.
Yeah, and so it took a while to actually trace it to where the leak. I mean, they hit water right away.
Oh yeah, it was been pouring out of the pipe.
But the problem is we had to back it off, and we only went in was it 5-foot increments, I think, to get it, because we didn't want to tear up the whole street.
What was it, 7 hours?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's pretty quick for a leak.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. By 8 o'clock at night, the boil advisory was. I mean, we went to the boil advisory at 3 o'clock when we finally shut the water off, and then went into the boil advisory. And then once we finally got it, it took what, Aaron, 20 minutes to 30 minutes to actually fix it.
Oh, very good. I'm glad the crew handled that great.
That went
I
good.
wasn't able to observe that.
Yeah, no, it went good. Now, if you notice today, it's been cold patched downtown, and then we got the other 2 will get cold patched. I don't know when. Tomorrow, is that when you plan on doing it?
Yeah, it was a later date. It couldn't be early.
Yeah, because they got cold away on that, but we made sure we got it on that. Now, for people that don't know, we have an emergency permit when we have to dig on state roads.
Right.
So we had the emergency permit, notified them when it was, and then we have X amount of days to actually get the real permit. Everything's taken care of on that. From the DEP side, once we shut water off, we have an hour to notify them. And then we get into all their other protocols. So DEP's happy. We got them taken care of. PennDOT's taken care of. So all the reports are in. Now we're just into the coal patch on the other two. And second week in April, I think we're scheduling to do the, we have to replace it with real asphalt. So the second week in April, we're going to replace it with real asphalt.
That sounds even early for Split. Okay, I'll take it.
Well, they don't start making asphalt till the 1st of April, so
It's still cold in April, but okay, I'll take it.
The week after Easter.
Okay.
Start making it.
So we've got the plan, we got it in place.
It's still below zero in Sullivan County in the second
Yeah.
week of April, so that's why I'm surprised.
So we've got a plan and we've got a timeline.
Sounds like a project well executed. Thank you.
Borough employees did a great job. I just stood there and watched.
Smoke cigars.
That's true.
Smoke cigars.
That's true.
Yeah, Charlie took pictures.
All they did, watch.
All right. I just wanted to stay far enough away from the hole. Charlie didn't push me in, so.
Looks like a meeting was held on the 24th of February with the Finance Committee. Topic included high-end water usage by month or quarter.
Yep. So John and I met the 24th here, just a day or so ago, and I presented a suggested increase to the what we have been calling super users. I'll just read down through this, and this is based on per 1,000 gallons. The increase in rate does not take effect until you go over 5,001. You hit 5,001 gallons, then it starts to go up. So currently, the per 1,000 gallon price is $12.64. It'll remain at that price up to 5,000 gallons. From 5,001 up to 25,000 gallons, it goes up another $1. So it'll go up to $13.64 per 1,000 gallons.
And that's the second 5,000.
It would be 20,000.
Okay.
So from 5,000 gallons up to 25,000 used that month, your bill would go up $1 per 1,000 gallons, which means it would go up to $13.64. And then it increases in increments of $1 per 20,000 gallons on top of that. So
It's in your packet.
yeah, it's in
Eminently.
the packets that we have here. But anyway, so from 0 to 5,000, you're paying $12.64. If you, for some reason, are using 225,000 gallons up to 250,000 gallons, it goes up one more $1, and you're paying $24.64 per 1,000 gallons. So every 20,000 gallons that you use during that month goes up $1 progressively. All right. I originally had it set at 50 cents per 10,000 gallons. I was instructed by our office manager that was too much, so we split it up and went with $1 instead of the 50 cents.
I swear, even at a leaking toilet, I'm not going to use more than 5,000.
Per property, per meter?
Per meter.
Per meter.
Per
So
account.
something that has.
Per account.
So yeah, if I
so
back
someone
up,
has 5.
It's separate.
Okay.
yep. So if I back up for a minute, just to let everybody know where most residents, like right now, most people are around, the average is around 3,300 per household. And that's, 2 adults, 2 kids, somewhere in that area. So the 5,000 gallon mark is probably not going to affect most residents. In the summertime, if you've got somebody that's, garden happy or loves to take care of their vehicles, pressure washing your house, you might hit that 5,000 mark. But this was basically what I did was I went back and worked up all the numbers, and just out of the top 10 super users, their total gallon usage over a year equates to an additional 75 residential homes in this town. So we're essentially flooding our system. 10 different businesses are giving us the water or taking our water, using the sewer for an additional 75 homes. So we figured that we had to do something to basically compensate for the overuse. We've got water that's being wasted. The chemical prices are going up on an annual basis, sometimes semi-annual. And we just want to make sure that, we're moving forward with being able to take care of our systems in the future. So
I think that's the key.
I'm sorry?
I think that's the key. I think
Yeah.
we have to take steps to
Plan ahead.
Right.
plan, yeah.
Well, the prime rate at 5,000 gallons, even if I have a broken toilet, I'm not going to use 5,000 gallons in a month. So
Right,
it's
right.
going to be good.
Yeah. And we did take into account when doing this, the reason that it was only set at 50 cents per 10,000 gallons prior was because we did just do an increase not long ago to try to get to where we could match our budget and come in at least close to zero as possible without being in the negative every year. So we feel as though this is going to help tremendously. One of the other things that we talked about, and I'm basically doing this for John's side because this was more on the water sewer. So there's a penalty of $25 or 10%, whichever is left, will be added to the bill on the 18th day after date of the bill, payable whether or not the bill is actually received by the property owner, although bills will be mailed in the usual manner. So we've had these. I don't know as if we ever used them before. They will go on people's doors. This is a 10-day notice.
Yeah, we've used them.
Dan's
have
given
used
out a
them
few
before?
before, yeah.
Okay. Did you have one?
I mean, who knows, any minute. But other people have had one, and boy, did they suddenly made a
we put
payment.
them out already.
And boy, did they make a payment in a hurry.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, these will be going into a much more standard effect, I guess. But we've been presented with several residents that just refuse to pay their bills, and it's going back on the administrative group that if somebody's late, you get this. At the end of this, your water's getting shut off. There's not going to be any more $2,000 or $3,000 bills build up where we have to take people to court to try to get our money back or put liens against their homes or whatever, however it works. I don't know. But so that's the other.
What if we have a $2,000 bill and the tenant runs?
Well, the landowner is responsible for the bill.
Okay, thank you.
That's a borough ordinance. So even if for some reason the meter was in the tenant's name, that's been an administrative error. We need to take the landowner to the court.
According to the ordinance,
The tenants
They can't
don't
go in their name.
It's the landowner has their name on the.
It's happened in the past that a tenant has had a water bill in their name and they've paid it. That's great, but ultimately it was the landowner who was responsible for that bill.
Correct.
That's I can't remember what ordinance, but that's been in the borough for ages.
Next item.
All right, so I want to go back to the your super user topic. Is that something we want? Is that you're presenting to council for a motion?
Yes. I'd like to make a motion on the acceptance of it.
Okay, I have a first.
I'll second that.
All right, so yeah, and Wayne. Any further discussion on the super user
Rate.
charge schedule and rates? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. So that is a resolution now. All right, so mayor's report. The mayor's not here. Chief, do you have anything?
Yeah, for the month of February, there was 14 calls, ranging from trespass. We had one animal complaint where one of our esteemed council members had to hurry up his run a little bit coming down right from that. Traffic accidents. State police continue to provide coverage when I'm not here. Officer Weisel is now on the schedule. I just did a schedule up for all the month of March. You may notice he was out at 4 in the morning. He's being scheduled different times throughout the week, whether it be 4 o'clock in the morning, you're coming in working the evening shift, and on weekends. Hillman Security, they are in the process of installing a key fob system in our building to give us accountability. So when people are coming in and out, it's already recorded, and who's coming in and out of the building throughout the day. The new vehicle, I got a call from Daryl Long. That should be in service starting Monday. We had a couple lights on it, it's waiting on, so that's going to be all ready to go. State police had a total of 7 calls in the borough. That's with traffic and stuff like that. So starting to see a little bit of decrease in them. an increase in our calls, you know. I had surgery February 9th, so I'll be back to full force on Monday, which is, I can't wait, ready to get stitches out.
Oh,
So, we had court for the sidewalks, as you mentioned earlier. I have no control on what the judge does, you know.
Yep.
It is what it is. I can't control him. He's a visiting judge. If we had a different judge in there, I don't know what happened, so. But that's where we're at on that. I think that's pretty much it.
Do you want to mention the revenue generated?
We got in
$351.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, I did that. See my street sticking up or something.
Thank you, Chief.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
Brian, does that, I see one traffic offense, is that you and Kyle, or is that, this is for the month of February, correct?
Yeah, that probably been just me.
That's
The
just,
trouble running like speed a lot right in the past month is our lines are white on West Main Street.
Salt's
and
white.
on Can Street and on Lamar Street with the snow and the grit. Where we have to sit at, it gets hard to see them. So
I was just curious if it was both of you or just, that's all.
I believe it was, it could have been Kyle. I know he did a traffic stop.
I mean,
All right. Before we get into old business, do we want to circle back around to the vacancy then? All right. So to that, since we're circling back. The current oh yeah, we have to select a citizen first.
everybody do that.
Mr. Torres, would you be willing to help us out for our vacancy, sir?
For the,
Council vacancy, yes. To be on the panel.
I'm not gonna
to-
make you the.
To interview.
whatever you, okay, yeah. I just clarify, yeah.
None of us got a strong
We put on the vacancy board to interview.
I got a 20.
You'd actually be the head of the board. So you can boss them around.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
An appointment I have to
So now we just have the two individuals, right?
Yep, just the two individuals here. I'll sit over here and get up there so you can interview.
They have to vote to put him on the board.
Prez, need a motion?
All right. I need a motion to put Mr. Torres on the vacancy board.
I move we accept Alfredo Torres on the board.
All right. So Tim, second.
I'll second that.
Wayne, vacancy board.
All right.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
It feels
You
special
can't
tonight.
oppose it.
You sit at the big boy table.
All right. So we need to interview the two people that are looking to join council that have submitted their letters, which is Steve Lambert and
Mike.
Mike Segear. Thank you. I guess we can interview him.
I don't know, I think we all have the opportunity to interview, right? Ask questions?
We've never had multiple people want to join council at the same time.
They should be given a chance to speak, given whatever they want to say, and then we should begin any interviews, questions, if we have any questions for them.
Either of you would like to go first to speak on your?
I will defer to the younger man.
Come on, Mikey, let's speak.
Come on up, campaign.
Got your chance to take
Say your name.
Tell us why you should be it.
Michael Segear. I think I have a young view of eyes. I've been working in the community for 8 years. I hear a lot of different views. I think it'd be a good job. I don't know. That's all I got.
You live in the borough?
Yep. I've been living in the borough 8 years. I like the changes that you guys made in the last, I don't know, 3-4 years.
What excites you about being on the board? What kind of, you have a certain role that you're looking to take, or
No.
have a vision for the borough?
I do like this town. I don't plan on ever leaving. Maybe future buying a house in town. I do want to make sure that the town is going to be capable to have a family.
if I may ask a question,
Absolutely.
will you be available for the meetings? I mean, like,
Yeah.
they're gonna need you here,
Yeah.
like every single meeting, so
Yeah.
you can participate. My other question was, in addition to what Wayne was asking, do you have anything in mind that you want to do with any project to benefit the community that you think that?
Not
that
as
you
of
might
right
wanna
now. This was a kind of a last minute, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. But I do come up with good ideas. I'm a quick thinker. I like to do my research.
do? Okay.
How do you handle, if you've had this experience or not? Not everybody is happy with decisions that are made, and they are very nice to let you know exactly what they.
Very
they
calm
feel.
and collective. I don't get mad
Okay.
if that's what you're getting at. No.
Very good.
You're okay with working with a team on certain
Absolutely.
projects, things like
Absolutely.
that, gathering input. Okay.
What are your work or life experience that you bring in that could help with some of the things we're doing here?
Nothing to really, like, haven't worked with anything that you guys do.
Yeah, like construction, computers.
I'm very good with
service-
computers. I'm good with all that networking stuff.
Okay.
But I mean, I've done construction
Okay.
here and there. Like, I'm not oblivious to it. My dad's a contractor, so I had to grow up knowing that stuff. I didn't have a choice.
Okay.
Any other further questions for Mike?
Have you done any volunteer work? You know, Cub Scouts or baseball coach or anything at all like that?
No, but I was in sports growing up, so
Okay.
I was there.
He works for Joe.
Yeah.
That's volunteering.
That's true. That's true.
In conflict management.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
All right. Very good.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Mike.
Steve?
Gotta get up in the hot seat.
Come on up and campaign.
Prefer me to start?
Sure.
Yes, please.
Steve Lambert. I'm a resident of the borough, and full disclosure, I own 5, I think, right now rental properties in the borough, mostly on Canton Street, one on over by the high school. I think I said I've been here 5 years in the borough, been around here about 35 years. As you can see by my face, I've got a lot of experience doing a lot of different things. So it would maybe easier for you all to ask me questions. I was on the borough until, I don't know how long it's been, 6 months ago. I resigned because our daughter had to have open heart surgery. We went to Michigan to stay with her and help and, get all that around. She has since made a full recovery, I'm happy to say.
Good. Good.
Came back stronger than ever. I want to see, when I first came on the borough, or ran for election and got on council, I really and truly do want to see our town. I like what I heard tonight, and I can look at it from, some of you were here when I was on before and know where we were and the feeling, and we'll let it go at that. I feel now that we are moving ahead. Some of the things I don't like, I don't want to cut those trees down, but that's another story. I want to see us grow, and I want to see us have a nice town and a nice place to live, and I think we have one now, and we'll have a better one.
How long were you on?
I don't know what it was. It was the beginning of my very first year, so
Okay.
6 months, 7 months, something like that. Yeah, it was just long enough to kind of play in and start to learn, and because there's a little bit of a learning curve you fellas both know that, when you first come on, and
A little overwhelming.
well, that's a good thing that I see. Before, committees were not that big a deal, and I'm glad to see that they are now, that people are having meetings and bringing ideas to the council, and that means we're talking, that means we're moving ahead, as opposed to standing still.
Very good.
So with that being said, Steve, do you see any issues with being able to attend? Like, they had 2 meetings in 2 weeks. You know, there's weekly meetings almost every week.
Something going on.
You know, somebody, and you don't have to attend them all, obviously.
Right.
I think the openings right now are in finance and water and sewer.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So we don't meet a lot, but the finance committee is going to start meeting. Once I get a counterpart, I'd like to meet a lot more, because I think this town needs to take a look at everything pretty heavily. And I'm not saying twice a week or 3 times a week. I don't have time for that either. So, but you know, possibly once a week or once every other week until we can get our hands wrapped around everything. I mean, do you see an issue with being able to?
I don't, it's a good question, and I know it's, I'm obviously suspect because I did leave for that reason. And I would say I would be able to attend the majority of our meetings. My wife is bound and determined to spend more time with our daughters. And everybody knows. If your wife wants to go spend time with your daughter, that's where you're going.
I end up in Texas.
Get in the car, be quiet, and drive.
I put mine on a plane and she goes to California.
Well, that might be a good way to go. But that's a good.
Tell me with that.
It is a good question, and because I would be jacked up if I were here all the time and there was someone that wasn't. And that's the reason I really felt, because there were a number of people on the board that said don't resign, just ride it out. But I felt like if you're going to do this,
You got to do it.
you got to be here so that people can talk to you if they got a problem, and you can talk to your other members.
Now, with that being said, and the answer that you gave, the committee meetings themselves, there's no decisions made. Right. So you can actually call into them. We've done that before. In fact, I think we've actually allowed, you can call into these meetings.
Yep.
You just can't vote.
Right.
So, being available by phone obviously is an option as well.
Well, that would always be, but I know, and I thought about this. That's one reason I waited till tonight to turn in my paper, because I don't want to come across as, well, I want to be on the Borough Council, but I don't really want to do anything. I just want to be on the council, so I can have my 2 cents worth when I am here. And I think that, like I said, if the shoe were on the other foot, that would jack me up. I would be like, hey, pal, not working out.
But, how do you handle disagreements? Let's say that you want to implement an idea and the rest of the board members say, Steve, that it's not going to work. We don't think we're not going to be behind it. Well,
I try not to get upset.
Okay.
I usually get red in the face. It starts down here.
We all do. So.
I think that is also a good question. And that goes along, if you will, with life experience. There have been a lot of times when, I wanted to do something, and whatever I was doing, whatever I was working, that didn't want to do it. Either the boss didn't want to do it, or the troops didn't want to do it, or whatever it was. I think that all comes with, we have to be mature. We have to be grown up. And if 6 people say, hey, it's not a very good idea, I think you have to, it's kind of the reverse of the fine thing. That just jacked me out of shape. I want him to tell me. But yeah, I can take it. I can take no. I had a guy one time tell me I took this job as a selling Morton buildings. And the first question he asked me in the interview was, how good are you at accepting no? In other words, no, I don't want to buy it. Or no, I don't want to do it. And I'm thinking, what are you talking about? It's a sales job. I don't want to hear no. I want to hear yes. And he said, because our product is so expensive, you're going to get a lot of that. And you have to be able to back up, regroup, and start again. And that's what we have to do.
Okay.
Any further questions for Steve?
I could go on and on.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay, you're welcome.
How do we want to handle the voting for that?
With only two candidates, we could go with a simple plurality. I mean, there's a possibility someone could abstain, but, we don't need to have a 51% majority, just whoever's got more.
Okay. So all in favor for Mike?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that's
1, 2, 3, 4. That's quite a few.
that's yeah. I'll oppose for Mike. Okay. I mean, at that point, I think we might get it right. So that's 4 to that's more than majority for Mike. So I guess at that point, Mike,
Welcome aboard.
welcome aboard, Mike.
Thank you.
Well, Mayor's not here.
You'll have to meet
you
with the
accept?
mayor. He can get sworn in at any time, can he?
He can get sworn in by any Commonwealth employee at any time. If the chief had the oath, he could do it now.
You can just,
I think that'd be the mayor's honor to do that.
Yes.
Usually, yes.
Yep.
just get a hold of him and you can, he did mine right over here.
Chief, not Chief, Mayor is on high seas right now, though.
What's that?
Mayor Powers is off to cruise right now, isn't he?
No,
That was
his
last
son.
Sunday.
Just with his son.
He was.
This is the son, yeah.
He's in town, he's just
All
handling.
right.
I'm
Okay, so
I'm
he's gonna
doing
get
a
with Mike.
region meeting next week, and because he'll
Mike's
be on
gonna
the
get with
seas
Mike.
then too.
Okay. Steve, thank you for your interest.
good.
I hope you will still attend meetings when you
I
can.
am, yeah, and I would say I'm always, if someone else, for whatever the reason, needs to bail,
Please talk
I'd
with,
do it again.
please talk with Rod. We have vacancies on town zoning, and that is a kind of an active project. with
That
this
would be
council.
good.
That would be
You
good.
did the trade-off right off. You crushed it.
Thank you.
All right.
I was hoping to hear that.
And yes, thank you, Mr. Torres. There's Torres, right?
Yes, Steve, I have a zone hearing board, 3 civilians.
I'll be done.
All right. Okay. So at that point, Mike, we'll get with Mayor Mike. Old business bandstand update.
We got an update today from the bandstand. Memorial Bandstand is on schedule, scheduled to be done right before Memorial Day. 3 phases, the concrete steps, the electrical work, and the ramp are all going forward. We look like we have the contractor all lined up that we need. We look like we're on budget. We've got a few groups that are still finishing up their fundraising, and there should be some photo opportunities and some donations coming in to put us over the top and begin to talk about phase 2.
Good. Thank you. Any other old business? Any new business?
Yes, Mr. President, I have a motion that we authorize our borough manager to put out a PSA on both the country and the oldie station to remind people of the pedestrian right-of-way. If they're standing at the crosswalk, even if they're on the curb, the automobile should come to a stop and permit them to pass. And just even a week or 2 weeks of that ought to make some difference.
That's a good point. Second the motion?
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, vote. Final comments. Charlie, you didn't talk in the beginning. Do you want to talk?
I do. Bill, what is what's the number coming in at for the?
I have nothing to add here.
What'd you say?
I have nothing to add here. This is their information. I'm just reporting on what they've given me.
They didn't give you any information on what the numbers are?
Not for here. The final contract hasn't been signed with the donor. It's going to be in the neighborhood of 50 to 55,000, in that range.
But it's not a secret.
No, not at all. It's just they didn't give me the information to report here.
Okay.
And I missed, they had a meeting today and I missed it because I was tied up with DEP and somebody else, so.
John, did you have something?
I just wanted to remind,
Oh, I'm sorry, Charlie.
That's okay. Nick, at the last meeting, you had mentioned that your water usage was 450,000. It's now 347, so it's 100,000 less.
Yeah, it was like, I think it ended up being 115,000, I think, last.
And what are you?
It'll go down a little bit. It's like, so the number today, the fire protection's in there for the hospital, so that's 20,000. So, like, probably tomorrow,
$25
it'll
or
probably be
30%.
like
I did cover
about
that.
330.
So you're pumping 330. Tim, do you know what you're billing? 200, 225, 300?
Didn't we look this up today?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, your billing out was 140,000 a day.
You're billing 140 and you're pumping 340.
Yeah.
So 200,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why we're leak searching.
We're getting there. Every town's got leaks, but we're getting them taken care of.
Yeah, as soon as we find them, we're scheduling to get them done. I'm not holding back.
And well, another thing too is we don't have a strong hold on the hospital usage yet. So when we do that, that number's actually going to come up. The 140 that the billing out is going to actually come up quite significant.
That's okay. I just wanted an amount on the record.
Yep.
So that 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, we know what we're doing.
You're not gonna see nothing but progression from here on out, Charlie.
I believe you.
You damn well better.
Anything further, Charlie?
Nope, I'm good.
John, did you have?
I just want to remind the committee, and I wish he hadn't left, but you know, it is our responsibility to lead by example, whether it's in the summer or the winter time. So it's my expectation, it's a personal expectation of mine that you know, if we have sidewalks that need shoveled, make sure we're leading by example and getting it done. And then same thing in the summertime, snow or the grass and weeds and everything else. We got to set an example for the community. I mean, the last thing we need is, you know, having Officer Weibert or Weisel or the new fella parked outside of our houses with the lights on, sticking notices on our doors, right? So, again, I just wanted to make that another public notice to the council themselves.
Yeah, this last time we were actually down to two sidewalks.
There was 10 door knockers put out, and one ended up in a citation.
That's progress.
So compliance is coming fast. I mean, there's always a 10% that you can't count on.
I knew you were going to say it.
But we didn't have the coverage in the borough.
Correct.
Either.
Right.
With the chief.
Being at recovery.
It was
the perfect storm.
Yes, absolutely.
One thing, Mr. President.
Yes, Tim.
Cub Scout Fish Fry fundraiser this Sunday, March 1st at Troy Vets Club, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. All the money we collect stays with your local Cub Scout pack. This money is to help pay for all the things we do in Cub Scouting, and sadly, everything we do in Cub Scouting does cost money. It's at Troy Vets Club, 5 to 7 on Sunday. I hope everyone comes up for fish fry dinner. This is our world famous Yingling battered fish and French fries. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Tim. That's it. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, everyone.